the heater system. Thank you.
So this is just power on or off. Okay, and then over here we have multiple settings. This with the little faucet symbol is hot water temperature, and that's in degrees Celsius. Over here is a nighttime heating temperature, and over here is a normal or daytime heating temperature.
Okay, actually, with that flashlight, yeah, there
Is it
you
making
go.
it worse?
Yeah, I couldn't see it.
Okay.
So if you point with your finger with those words, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Do you want me to just back
Yeah.
up? Okay. So right here you can see the little faucet. That means it's your hot water temperature. It's set at 50 degrees Celsius right now.
Okay.
And then over here, the little moon. That's nighttime heating temperature. It's a heating curve. I wouldn't mess with that at all. And this is your daytime heating curve for the water that's going into your heating system.
Okay. And then the on and off switches.
Yeah, on and off right here. I would generally just leave it on.
Okay.
And this, if that lights up, that means there's a fault and some service may be needed.
Okay.
In here, a lot of fine detailed parameters. Generally, I would say just leave all those alone. This knob here is just saying that you are just in normal heating mode. You could put it up to one of these moon settings if you were going out of town for a long time. And that over here is just a freeze protection mode. But generally, pretty much leave things alone
Leave
over
it
here.
alone. Okay.
Back over here. Underneath the boiler, down here is the hot water tank. And that is heated by the boiler up here. This is where the burner is and the combustion takes place. This pump back here will circulate hot water out of the boiler and into this tank to heat it up.
Okay.
And back behind here in this black styrofoam is the pump for your heating. That's heading up here. That little gray box up there is a temperature sensor. So the way your boiler's programmed,
Oh, that gray box.
strapped onto the pipe there,
Okay.
is checking the water temperature heading out to your heating and fine-tuning through this mixing valve that's back behind this box. And generally the way the heating works is, first thing is the thermostat in the room makes a call for heat. It will open one of those valves that corresponds to the thermostat. Once the valve is open, then it'll turn the pumps and the boiler on. So this is the first part of the sequence in heating. These are all just the supply to all the heating zones, and those are all the return to the heating zone and back into the boiler.
So how do we know the heat is working?
It's warm.
Yeah. Would those gauges tell us if something was wrong or?
Not really. An
Okay.
error would show up on that little indicator on the main control
Okay.
board. If for whatever reason you feel like you don't have heat or you don't have hot water, these pipes are cold here, then there probably is some issue, but right now you can feel they're pretty darn warm, and that's the pipes that heat your hot water tank. So that's
Okay.
going to be the first thing to check. If for some
Okay.
reason you feel like you don't have hot water, be like, is there an error? Well, I don't see an error. Are these pipes hot? Well, these pipes are cold, so there must be some issue. But
Okay.
as you know, there's been very little issues over the last
There
15
haven't
years.
been any. Yeah. Okay.
That's,
All right.
that's
That
the
it?
overview. I mean.